Race has started. Welcome to SRA Varia Weekly. So these are run by the Varia Discord and restreamed by Speedrunners Arena. We have Chrono 1, KJ, Thornito, and Jeruzelki on restream today. We're going to see. So we're starting off with just a reserve tank. So that means the morph ball is going to be in the ceiling over here. This is the slightly easier logic. It still requires this little deboost, so it's not like the SM rat logic. It's a little bit harder. Although everyone in SM rat's going to do this deboost anyways. And it is good to have super missiles. And power bombs, but this is a major minor, so people shouldn't be checking. Nobody's going to be going back for Billy Mays today. So if Kijada chose to go back up the red tower or back up the climb, we'll see if anybody decides to go through meme route. In major minor, you only really need the one. You only really need the one power bomb pack. Whereas if it was full rando, you need at least two if you want to go through meme route. Right, and I'm getting a restream feed now, so my commentary should be a little bit faster. It's actually not that much of a delay. So we did have Jeruzelki, who is deciding to go through Billy Mays. They might want just a few more miners. Here's just a missile pack and the super pack. That's pretty good. I think this early you probably want another power bomb pack, but more supers is always good as well. And if charge beam ends up being an issue, that could be big. And for BT, we got screw attack, which will make some stuff very comfy for our runner. So despite having not a lot of E-tanks and stuff, we do have, ways to deal with side hoppers and stuff. Make stuff a lot less dangerous. Thornito taking a save at the ship, so I think he's going to go for the gauntlet, which won't be in logic right now, but, it's not too... Oh, it is in logic. I mean, I always like doing early gauntlet anyways, and with screw attack, it's really quite comfortable. Yeah, I'm still sad nobody went meme route. Although I do love going through the climb. Everybody's favorite room. So there's an E-tank at the gauntlet, which, at this point, that's a welcome find. So they got one E-tank, they got one reserve. This is, their health's not looking so bad. Screw attack makes things comfortable. Thornito doing the slow walk down here in case he wants these minor items. You can quick drop through it and you'll see like the really good runners in Hundo. They'll quick drop through it, but nobody really goes for that in Rando because it's really spooky. So looks like everybody's going to be making their way through the gauntlet. So Thornito taking the lead here. So the mock ball is in logic in this format. So this kind of has some basic things in logic more than SM Rat does. Oh, speed booster. Speed booster's a nice find. So that's gonna let them check the waterway. So you don't have to worry about coming back for that. Nice quick drop there. Jumping back out through the top. In the Varia randomizer, it's not so important to get that quick drop because you can just shoot out the block. But in other randomizers that don't have that soft lock prevention, you need to place a bomb or power bomb. So with KJ also picking up that speed booster. I didn't actually see what Thornito saw there. Looks like it was an E-tank from looking at his stuff. I mean, I'm happy to do some commentary. Major minor tends to be a quick format too. Although it can require some tricky stuff, and we'll see how our runners deal with it. Seed has been very kind with supers so far. Like already 35 for Thornito there. That's very comfortable. It's already enough ammo for Ridley. A super. Oh, or you mean supers? Yeah, so I guess it was a vanilla Atacoon's things there, yeah. The vanilla E-tank and supers. So Thornito did end up getting the X-ray out of the wave beam gate, the big pink E-tank room. The one that nobody ever actually uses the E-tank for. Or, I'm sorry, the one that nobody actually uses the wave beam for. It's kind of the rando player classic of having the wave beam and still shooting a super at it. We don't have the wave beam this time, but it's just kind of an autopilot thing everybody does at this point. Some people say the high jumpless one is harder for the reverse green gate glitch there. But I always found it easier to do without high jump boots, because it's easier to kind of get into the rhythm of it. Jeru is going to be checking whatever's at Edakun's power bombs here, so he's going to be getting another minor item. Might be doing this just until he has enough ammo for Mother Brain. He's at 45. It's a massive amount of supers. So Thornito is choosing to go up Red Tower here. He's using his screw attack to take out some of those rippers. He jumps up, shoots it. So that means he's going to be heading towards the wrecked ship here, in this case. We'll see if Thornito decides to stay and clear the whole wrecked ship, or if he just kills Fantoon, does the faster checks instead of going through bowling. He does have speed, so he might be going all the way through. And he will most likely be doing a spark through at least the moat room. We'll see if Thornito goes for Ocean Fly, but it might be a little hard without high jump. It kind of throws off your timing. Alpha Power Bombs is not a major location. Like, it is an important location in the vanilla game. And so they have a mode called Chozo, where they have essentially all the majors on the Chozo statues. But that's not what this one is. This is just major minor. So all of the
I was gonna try and do this.
like major items and E-tanks and reserve tank locations. Plus the right side supers on wrecked ship. So we have KJ, also going up Red Tower here. So they're going to be following in Thornito's footsteps. Nice speedball to get into Fantoon there. I love that trick. In fact, any speedball in this game is really cool. You can't change my mind about that. Chrono going down Red Tower. So we're gonna see some divergence here. We're gonna see Spazer. We're gonna see the two majors behind Kraid. We're gonna see what's at high jump boots. So what he's gonna be looking for here is either Varia or Gravity in one of these 4 item locations. At the same point, there's only 4 major items behind Fantoon as well. So really these are kind of equal plays. But I've always taken to going down Red Tower. I think it's a little bit faster to do these checks, and if it's progression, you're in a better spot to lead up from it. And what some people do as well is they'll just do like the first stuff. They'll just do like the very fast checks for wrecked ship, because you have to come kill Fantoon anyways. So you get right side supers, that's pretty quick, and then wrecked ship D-tank is a little bit slow. But sometimes people will check only those 2 items and then just leave. Or sometimes I have a rule where if I go to the wrecked ship, as soon as I find like some type of progression there, I decide it's okay to leave. Doesn't always work out, but you do whatever you can. So far just an E-tank in the wrecked ship to right supers. KJ going through Fantoon. Started a nice Doppler there, doing some nice stutters. Yeah, so we will be seeing a stand-up crate here. Crate is a stand-up man. It's always there for you. I'm not sure if that's a palette swap or just how Chrono has their colors captured. Crate was kind of like a different red than I'm used to seeing. So Jero's still looking through minor items. We'll see if he slows down after he has enough for Mother Brain. Oh yeah, and those are so. Ooh, plasma beam. That's a very nice find. I think everybody's going to be finding that with where it is, but there's plasma. There was X-ray. So you could potentially as well find a charge beam down here. We'll see if Chrono goes for some hell runs after this. I didn't see what was in Spiky Room of Death, but I guess it was worth keeping. Unless Thornito just didn't do the save before going for it. Yeah, it doesn't look like he saved first. And then there's Varia's suit. So we're going to be seeing the whole upper Norfair clear here. So picking the right 50-50 between going down and going up. So now or it's not necessarily the right 50-50. Like if there's something good here in the top erect ship, something they need for Meridia or something they need for Lower Norfair, like high jump boots to get in if they can't do the bootless dive, or like a gravity suit. Those would both be huge finds up in wreck ship. Oh no. It's looking bad. You're running out of good things to find up there. Oh, it looks like it was Wave Beam at the wreck ship E-tank. Because I see Thornito has that now. I don't remember people picking it up before. But yeah, with speed, what's not quite go mode, Chrono 1 is going to need something to get through Rit-G. But we will probably be seeing that. We will probably be seeing something. It could be bombs, it could be space jump, it could be high jump, it could be spring ball. There's a lot of items it can potentially be. Yeah, you missed grab. It was an ice beam. So just both suits immediately, pretty much. Right. The next check, essentially. Yeah, so it looks like Wreck Ship just had some health in the wave beam. I mean, the wave beam is useful. It could potentially give them the option to go for a baby skip. All right, so there's Spring Ball, which will give them Rid G access. So this is technically go mode if Chrono One is comfortable with the wall jump Spring Ball. Although he will need a bit more ammo or a charge beam. It's also very, very uncomfortable movement without high jump and having speed. And then there's the charge beam, so the only thing you really need, you check for ice beam along the way, you check for high jump. Chrono is really well set up here. And this is one of the reasons why I tend to favor going down Red Tower. Just in case this kind of thing happens. Where there's just such a huge advantage for going down Red Tower. You get everything. He's even taken the new route way through here. Tornado was ahead going into this, but Chrono chose the correct route. It's the only runner, actually, who decided to go down Red Tower. I mean, there are some people running it off of Restream, so I'm sure some other people went down Red Tower as well. No, Chrono doesn't quite make it on that attempt at the getting the wall jump and getting it in front of the Namahe there. It is kind of spooky, shooting fireballs at you. Jeru going through his Fantoon. Tornado made quick work of Kraid. He's going to find his plasma beam here. He should be pretty happy. It is going to be a better damage beam for Tornado compared to Chrono, which could come into play, especially for Ridley and for Mother Brain, although they're not really hurting for... Nobody is hurting for supers here. They have more than enough supers for Ridley, everybody. So Tornado choosing to do the Hell Run to Ice first. He's going to be getting his Gravity Suit first, which is a neat play. You know, sometimes you do this in case you find an E-Tank either here or at high jump boots. So you do this little Hell Run first. And so Chrono decided to go through and get the bombs. Going through the green gate glitch. He wants a couple more major items, I guess. Might be looking for speed. Not speed. I'm sorry, ice to go faster. And Thornito's going to be collecting his Varia suit right here, which I assume he knows this is going to be Varia at this point. Maybe not. He was trying to snipe that. I mean, I'd prefer to do Spring Ball than the bomb jump up G. I think Spring Ball's a little faster. Ooh, and we are going to be getting a nice little fast pillars here. I do like the Shine Spark animation from the Among Us character. Just kind of head dives through everything. So Thornito is also going to be finding his charge beam sometime soon. See if he takes off speed for this. He does. People are just scared of that frame perfect jump with speed. Yeah, we do have another stand-up from KJ. So I think we're at 2 stand-ups now. But I think this is pretty exciting. So we have Chrono, who chose like the right direction, but we also have Thornito, who's going to be slowly catching up with. He has a slightly better beam, and he was just a little bit ahead to begin with. He just chose the wrong direction. I think it'll be a good race, and I think it might end up being actually pretty close between these two. Yeah, Jeru has Torian ammo. That's correct. It's the only one who picked up so many miners. You are right that Chrono can get the 1 round Fantoon there compared to Thornito. I didn't see how well his Fantoon went, but normally it would probably be a 3 round. It could be a 2 round, but that's really tight. I wouldn't really expect anybody to get a 2 round Fantoon with Dopplers unless they were like a really top level runner. Jeru did skip Wreck Shift E, but he could be coming back for it after. He could be checking it after Bowling Alley, which is fine. Chrono does have ample supers for this fight coming up here. Thornito is going to need to take a second try at this gravity jump. And KJ also going to be getting their gravity suit, going to be following in the footsteps of Chrono and Thornito. Second charge at Ridley. Well, if it was SMRAD, it's going to be high jump boots behind Ridley. made quick work with Ridley with a plethora of supers. Let's call it that. And he gets the all-important reserve tank. Wish we could have reserve tanks on the tracker. This is the important information that people need. So Thornito making his way through Amphitheater. We should be seeing a high five between Chrono and Thornito coming up soon. So there's our high jump boots. Those fire fleas here. Thornito decided to peek that out before going to Ridley. And here's our high five coming up between Thornito and Chrono 1. Like I said, I think this is going to be a pretty close race between those two. I'm excited to see how it goes. Thornito does have an extra boss done, but Chrono will be able to clear it out pretty quick. So Thornito is doing a couple more minor checks for the quick ones along the way. And that's because he only has 10 power bombs here. Another pack of power bombs will guarantee he can get through the Metroid rooms without having to refill. KJ is also going to be doing a gravity jump here. Oh, gets hit by the fireball, so he's going to have to take another attempt. Thornito going into his Ridley fight. Again, with all these supers, it should be a quick Ridley, so keep your eyes open. It's not going to last very long. So you see there, Thornito, he kept his feet planted against Ridley. If you stay on the ground without jumping, Ridley is guaranteed to come down with a pogo like that. Whereas if you jump up after him, he might end up doing some weird patterns. Yeah, I'm fine with doing some interviews. Okay, so KJ is going into a lower Norfair before checking out Bubble Mountain, which is cool. I think this is good routing. You don't actually need the charge beam here, although he will have to farm up some supers then in that case. Although the metal pirates do drop a lot of supers, so there's a good chance he's just completely fine. Like it's slightly more efficient to do wave and speed booster outside of lower Norfair when you're coming from the end. Yeah, so go ahead, Reem. So Reem is doing or he's trying to start like a weekly ladder race. I'm not sure what logic he's going to be going for, but it would be similar to this. I think he was talking about SM Rat. So it'd just be a weekly race, and there'd be a ladder, and everybody would get points and lose points, and it'll be a grand old time. So KJ also going to go check out that bombs, doing the spring ball jump out. Right, so it's just going to be one big race. It's not like the A Link to the Past ladder, which is kind of a feat. There's a lot of infrastructure to be going. So there is some power bombs there that Tornado grabbed. Chrono also grabbed. Tornado grabbing those supers for good measure. Chrono is the first one into Meridia here after Lower Norfair. Cajun going for the spring ball jump in Red G. Chrono not checking Mama Turtle. So he's decided he's done looking for stuff. He's going to be checking Botsoon E-Tank and maybe behind Dragon, maybe Precious Missiles, but I don't even know if he'll even check Precious Missiles at this point. Thor made a quick check there in Norfair Reserve. Wasn't anything he really needed. I think he got some supers. I mean, I wouldn't really expect anyone to go down a sand pit because it's really quite long to actually go through sand pits. And he's got enough power bombs. It's the opposite direction of going up towards... Or it's the opposite direction of going up towards Fantoon, where he'll need to go after this. So he's going through here, going through the top. Didn't want to run through those speed blocks. I mean, yeah, that is an option. You can go through Sand Pits, Plasma, Forgotten Highway. It is just quite a bit slower. When you're already in go mode, it is a little hard to justify that. Although, like, ice would be very nice. Tornado checking a few more miners. Maybe just making sure he has everything for Zebs. I'm not sure. He just wants a few more supers. But yeah, ice would save like maybe a minute or something if they were to find it along the way. KJ going through Ridley, Chrono, microwaving Dragon. Doesn't quite get the 1 round. It is pretty hard to get a 1 round Dragon with just plasma. She made quick work of Dragon, and then there's Ice Beam right behind Dragon, where we wanted it. Tornado doesn't quite get the charge on that Giant Spark. So he's going to have to be jumping through here. It looked like he was attempting to go for a halfy setup, but he didn't get the short charge. Another high five through Coliseum. These two are neck and neck. We're gonna see the divergence end pretty soon, because Chrono's gonna have to head up towards Wrecked Ship. I think this will be really close going into Torian. Tornado has been making up a lot of ground with his execution. Gets a nice Shine Spark on Dragon there, even though he has the X-ray. Or the microwave. Maybe he just wants to practice this, that's fine. Maybe he wants the blue suit for his way out. KJ also getting the high jump boots. Jeru showing Batoon what's what. And so Tornado has all 4 of his bosses down, and he's going to be making his way towards G4, while Chrono has to just make a quick trip over here across the moat to go kill Phantoon. Importantly, he remembers to go kill Phantoon. Alright, so he gets up out of the moat, and we'll see if he Shine Sparks across here. Or he just runs across the bottom. Not really much slower. So we also see with Tornado, because he has that wave beam from the wrecked ship, he's able to just kind of like clear out the blocks he needs to a lot easier. Doesn't have to hesitate and struggle shooting some of the stuff out. It's actually saving him a considerable amount of time in each room that he has to. Yeah, Tornado has everything he needs to do a baby skip. We are going to be seeing him get to G4 first. The Chrono will be right behind him. Getting a nice little microwave on Phantoon here. Oh, but he didn't quite get it. He didn't hit him with enough frames. Stantoon has, what, like 2,500 HP, 2,600? So I think Charge Ice Plasma will be something like 450 or 600 damage. So you'd probably need to get 5 hits in on it. Tornado even going for the ship refill here, just in case. Taking the save, it looks like. Safety save. You know, it's important to go for that in races. So Jeru also taking out Dragon, and he's going to be getting the Ice Beam. And we'll probably be heading down towards Lower Norfair pretty soon. We'll likely see a Sandpick check at the same time, just in case you were wondering. I'm hoping it's Spazer in the sand pit. Alright, so Tornado getting into G4, taking the elevator, 4701. Chrono also taking a ship refill here. So Tornado misses that first freeze on the Metroid, just decides to group them all up. He does not have bombs, so he can't get them off of him. So if they latch onto him, he has to either reset the room or he has to power bomb them to death. Freezes both of those ones in M2. Chrono coming up on G4. We're going to see his elevator time in just a sec. He was like a 4809 for the elevator. So about a minute behind, just a little bit over a minute. Tornado coming up into the big boy room. Gonna be seeing the baby. So see here, Chrono gets to just bomb the Metroids off of him, saving a few seconds whenever he gets grabbed like that. It looks like Tornado's going to be going for the baby skip. Let's see if he gets a nice first jump here. Good start. Shooting out the blocks. Oh, it's unfortunate. Just didn't quite loop the baby around on that last jump there. One of his last jumps. Without Wave Beam, it'd be a lot harder for Chrono 1 to attempt baby skip. You need to do a whole bunch more jumps to shoot out all the seaweed. So you see, he's just going for the baby skip, as they call it. For that, you just kind of hold the angle button and run and you mash. It was not a bad first jump there for Chrono. He damaged down as much as he could to make it quite a bit faster. Oh, so we did have a finisher in this time. It was Nasarius. Nasarius, who is very good at this game. The excellent Rando player. With that kind of time, you know he went down first. Or he just left wrecked ship immediately. Tornado going for supers despite having the best beam in the game. I think optimally the full beam is a little bit better, although they have a similar DPS, but you can pretty much always be charging a shot, but you can't always be shooting a super missile. So it's a lot easier to optimize your damage if you're using a beam rather than supers. Because like optimally, it's like every second you can shoot a shot. Well, no one's really gonna be doing that, so I figure that's about the same time to shoot 3 supers. We do have Chrono also going into his mother brain fight here, going through phase 2, whereas Tornado's going through the cutscene here. Didn't really want to bother with stand-up. I mean, it'll help him for a couple seconds. He doesn't have the full beam, so he can't get the full time save. The full time save is about 18 seconds if you really get a nice one with like one shot on Mother Brain 3. Chrono deciding not to go for stand-up. I mean, you have X-ray. You can get out of the forced crouch if you mess up. Although if you jump too high, it does at the wrong time. It will be over. Or if you face the wrong direction or something. Alright, so Tornado finishing up Mother Brain 3. Springballing around the room just because he can. KJ's heading towards G4. Jero's heading towards Ridley. Let's see what kind of time he gets in the escape here. Some exciting escape music. Shine sparks up. Doesn't quite get the jump through the door, so he just ran through, jumps, shoots the pirates. It's a very safe way to take Leodoc's room. This is kind of this room is kind of a nightmare for people, especially like if you've ever watched casual people. If you ever watched a casual run in this game, like a blind run, they always kind of struggle with this room, and then they struggle up the climb as well. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with just learning like a safe way through a room that can lose you a bunch of time. Tornado leaving the animals to die. Gets into the ship. Get your GGs in chat for Tornado. Finishing first on the restream, second overall, time 54:40. Chrono going right into his escape too, so we get back-to-back escapes. I still love those Among Us shine spikes. It's conceptually funny. So Chrono turned off his screw attack for the Zeb skip. So he's getting hit by these pirates. And that's why, friends, everybody should learn down back Zeb skip. Have you ever heard the good word of down back Zeb skip? You don't have to turn off screw attack for it. This has been a PSA for the down back super pack. Jeru getting a quick Ridley here too with his 1 million super missiles. Chrono also not saving the animals. Everybody so far on this restream has been heartless. Finishing third overall with a time of 56:30. Okay, GG's in chat for Chrono, everybody. We have KJ going into Mother Brain 1 here, going through the Zebs. Doing the spin jump Zeb skip method, so he also turned off screw attack. You do want to kill the a frozen Rinka actually adds a lot of lag, so it's not really good to have them frozen there. But it is kind of nice. You can have like a platform to shoot Mother Brain from. So we missed grappling beam at grappling beam. Unfortunate. Nobody went and got it. But I mean, once you have everything like that, Croc is kind of dead. Let's see if KJ goes for stand up. Nope. No stand up from KJ either. So KJ chilling out here, relaxing his hands, maybe going to get some water, having a drink. This is where you start to, think about your decisions in life. People kind of like complain about these cutscenes and how long they take, but I always appreciate it. It's kind of nice having this break here. You're able to like collect yourself. They already got rid of one long cutscene with G4. It's one of the nice things about this game, actually, is because of all the fanfares and door transitions, you actually have a lot of time to like drink water and think. It's nice Mother Brain 3 there for KJ. He's going to be heading through the escape as well, while Jeru is coming up and is going to be heading towards G4. Another nice shine spark through here. I mean, Jeru doesn't have charge, but Jeru does have 5 million super missiles, which is just as good. It was just Jeru's decision making at the beginning. Like he kind of chose to keep checking minor items until he had a comfortable amount of ammo for the end game. Which I think is a pretty valid way to do it. KJ, getting through Parlor. Is he going to save the animals? No. They're all monsters. Everybody on the restream so far is a monster. A nice little ship high five here. I like that. So get your GGs for KJ, who is finishing up 4th overall here. 101.56. That's a pretty good time. These are all good times. It was mostly just Nessarius who god routed it, and is also really good. Wow, the 1 second difference. Wish that was on restream. Jeez. You love to see close races like that. I mean, it could just be one of them was a little late pressing the button. Could have been a tie. I know I'm never like particularly speedy about it. Oftentimes like tournaments have rules specifically because of that, where like any time within 1 or 2 seconds is a tie, or at least needs to be reviewed. GG, KJ. Thank you so much for volunteering to, or thank you so much for being on the restream. GG's again to Chrono and Thornito, who all put up great races. Then we have Jeru making his way through Torian. Let's see how Jeru approaches the baby here. I imagine it's another baby skip. Yeah, so he's even going to be taking off his suit so he can damage down a little faster. Then putting his suits back on because Mother Brain is scary, which is completely fair. Welcome, KJ.
Hello.
GG's on that race. How
Oh,
did you
thank you.
feel? How'd you feel about it?
Yeah, I kept on making small little execution mistakes the entire time, but it was actually a pretty nice seed.
Yeah, it gives you everything, and you didn't have to do Crocomire. So
No,
there's
that was
there's
fun.
always that.
Didn't I went up to wreck ship first, and I'm betting this is how uh, Nasaurus, is that Nasaurus' name? How he ended up getting first so quickly is that he went down first and got, what was it, Varia? I can't remember what Varia was, but Gravity was early. And yeah, at Wreck Ship, there was nothing at Wreck Ship, if I remember right.
Yeah, you go down and you get everything except for Wave Beam.
Varia was at high. Yeah, yeah. It. But oh well, I had all the stuff to do Wreck Ship, so I thought, ooh, Wreck Ship first, get that out of the way.
Yeah, it's always tricky. Like if you need something at Wreck Ship, going there first is usually good.
Mhm.
But if you go down first, you just save so much time if there was nothing at Wreck Ship,
You
and
do.
and you kind of run out of checks pretty quickly as well if you go down first.
Yeah.
Whereas Wreck Ship is kind of pretty long.
Yeah, that was what, two. I don't know how long it took me. 2 minutes or something. Uh oh. Jerry might have some problems.
Oh, did he waste a lot of supers?
Yeah, he's gonna be like 10 super short or something. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's too bad. Oof. Did he not notice?
Well, he went in with was at 75, and I think he just ended up using more than what he was planning.
He's thinking.
Or he forfeited. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens, unfortunately. Sometimes you run out of ammo on Mother Brain. So yeah, there was a wave in the wreck ship. Like it feels
Oh, that
bad,
was that
but there's
was
nothing
it.
there.
I mean, it. That's the only so. And I don't know if you can do this. This is I'm going to show my ignorance. Can you do Zebite skip without wave? I thought you. I think you can't, but I could be very wrong about that.
You
You
can.
can.
So what you have to do, in this case, like Jeru has plasma ice. So there's two things you could do. You could either charge from a full stand up from underneath and just shoot straight up, or you crouch and you shoot up, and that would also freeze it.
Oh, you can still freeze. Oh, okay. I didn't think you could freeze it in spot. I can't do that. I can't do it. Shine Spark, short Shine Spark with my life depended on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, the three tap through the door, and then there's
Yeah.
you got to press down at the right time. It's pretty tight to do the speed skip there.
Okay. So, I think we were gonna. You can do Spring.
Uh,
Spring Ball?
I don't. So he's talking about the second Zeb skip, where you blow out the
Oh.
first Zeb, and then you freeze the Rinka, and then you spring ball, or you can like unmorph to get through.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a simpler Zeb skip that a lot of people go for. It's more consistent, but usually you need wave to do that. I think technically there's a way to do it without wave, but nobody really attempts it.
Yeah. What's the next match we're doing? The multi-world. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, there's the hard multi-world
1 hour.
full.
Oh boy.
We'll see if anyone's joining that one. I think because the tournament's coming up, I would expect some interest in this.
Yeah, I bet so too. You got a team? Well, I guess we're trying in the interview right now. I'm sorry, I'm taking up time.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. When we're done with the interview, we'll be rating somebody.
I think we suggested 8-bit.
Do you have any other things to mention about the steed? Anything else you want to say?
No, not really. Other than I was so happy to find Spring Ball. That was my only way of getting through Lore and Warfare.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. There is a space jump is somewhere. I guess it's in Meridian. It was at Mama Turtle, I think. So I guess technically.
Oh yeah, until I found bombs. Yeah, I'm actually curious. How many people ended up trying to go through that and went to GT and found bombs, and that was their way to get through? Or did everyone use Spring Ball to get through it?
Chrono did do the gate glitch and got bombs, but I don't remember if he did the bomb jump or if he did the spring ball jump. I think spring ball is,
yeah.
I think, faster.
Spring, I can do that way more consistent than bomb jumps. Just better at it. Chrono's getting better. He's getting pretty good.
He had a good time. He did go down first.
Ah, okay.
He made the right call. The good. He made the correct 50-50 choice.
Hold on, Petter. Until that fire flees room. What happened? Did he go down and get high jump and then kill all the fire fleas and got stuck down there?
I mean, sometimes people struggle with that room for a bit when it's dark.
Oh no! That's too bad. That's too bad.
You can get out with speed and high jump if you like run on the platform and stuff. But it is kind of a specific jump. And if you're not used to doing that, you're going to have a hard time just doing it on the fly in the dark.
Yeah, absolutely. With the pressure of the race. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for the interview. Sorry. I'll keep talking all day, but I'll go ahead and go.
All right. Thank you so much for coming for the interview. Thank you for being on Restream, participating in the race.
Oh, sure. It was a great race. Good job. Good GG, everyone.
Yeah, GG's. And GG's again to Chrono, Thornito, Jerozelki. Everybody give our runners a follow. Give our tracker and WJG, if he wants it, a follow. Follow Speedrunners Arena if you aren't already. We will be doing another race in a couple hours. So I think it starts at 5:30. We'll be doing the multi-world race. And then again, we will also be starting up that weekly ladder, I think SMRAT ladder race. So that should be exciting too when that gets started. I do appreciate everybody here for watching, and see you next mission.